Good afternoon, Kalispera. My name is Anastasia Moriki. The first time I danced with Orfea, I was 7 years old. You may ask how this is even possible, considering it's a very strict rule in Orpheus that you start dancing with them when you're 10. Luckily, when I was 7, I was also a member of the Chicago Hellenic Youth Choir. One day during choir practice, our director announced that we had been invited to join Orpheus in their singing and dance performances on their trip to Kalamata, Greece. Wow, for the short time I would be a member of Orpheus before I turned 10. It kind of felt like I was cheating on a test, to be honest. I'll never forget the feeling of wearing the authentic Greek costumes while we were performing Kalamata. I was so proud to be Greek and to have learned all those beautiful traditional songs. But sadly, after that summer, I had to wait another 3 years before I could be an official member. Finally, 3 years later, I was an official member of Orpheus. My next goal was to be able to wear the costumes that the big girls wore. If there's one thing we learned by being in Orpheus, it was that we had to be able to earn our stripes to move up to the higher levels and wear the fancier costumes. My first memory as an official member of Orpheus was Costa always telling me, "Don't bite your lips, Anastasia, don't bite your lips." Next, I joined Miss Bessie's group. The one thing I remember most about being in Miss Bessie's group is she was always reminding us, the girls in particular, to always bring armadillo. Miss Bessie showed us, the girls, to be powerful in our dancing as well, not just the boys. It was in this group that I met some of my closest friends. 3 years later, I joined the A group, and I was finally dancing with the big kids, and I was able to wear the beautiful costume that I'm wearing today. I'll admit it, I never really appreciated going to Orpheus every Saturday until I joined the A group. I realized how much Orpheus has brought me closer to my Greek heritage. I had been attending Greek school since first grade, but being in Orpheus had a different effect on me. I learned how to sing traditional songs from the various regions of Greece and dances that go along with them. I learned the dances that you may not see at a Greek wedding. Of course, we always learn the basics with a fancy twist, but we always went to the next level of learning and we dug deep into tradition. That is what I love about Orpheus. I know I did not appreciate some things when I was younger, and I didn't always realize how important some opportunities would be for me. I'm so glad I went on that Kalamata trip to Greece way back in the hot summer of 2007, because that was my first glimpse into the next 7 years of my life. In those 7 years, I was able to grow so much closer to my Greek heritage, met some awesome friends, be guided by some of the most dedicated instructors, and most of all, have fun. I'm so glad I now have the opportunity to be a Nea Yenya and continue dancing in these beautiful costumes. The only way it was possible to teach us these authentic songs and dances was through the hard work and dedication of our instructors. They never let us down, and they made sure we were learning everything the right way. We have even had several guest instructors come from Greece who specialize in teaching us dances from various areas of Greece. I want to thank my parents for starting it all, but most of all, I want to thank Costa, Yanni, Miss Bessie, and Miss Nikki. Thank you for being great examples and for all the hard work you put into Orpheus.